Today we're just going to quickly give you a brief overview about how to kind of start creating a site on Wix. So when you join, you are asked a few questions. You are also asked if you want Wix to create your site for you. In most cases, I would recommend don't do that, only because you will not be familiar with the functionality of the site and how to do anything. So in this case, I think what would be better is if you create a new site and you would start that at the beginning, and usually it brings you in here, but I'm going to go back to that and create a new site. And I got there just by clicking on this, create new site. Okay, so if I go here, you will now see what kind of website should this be. So there are many options. The reason that it might be important to choose at least one of these is because they come preloaded with content. So instead of building it from scratch, which you can also do, which is probably a good learning process for you, you want to, if you're looking at a store or a blog, don't reinvent the wheel. Come in here and edit the features that the site comes with. So if I chose photography, there might be a gallery installed. There might be an interactive strip where we swipe our photos to the side, et cetera, et cetera. There might be a area to sell the photography, but the idea is then once you've loaded it and you have the template with each piece on it, you would edit it therein. So there's editing afterward as well. For the purposes of this, you might want to look at other. Often overlooked, the poor other button. It says let Wix create a website for you. We don't want to do that. Maybe on your own time, personally, you do that, but create your website with the editor is what we want, and edit a template. And when I get in here, I have lots and lots of choices in here now. So this is basically all templates. There's 82 plus, okay? So there's a lot to look through if you're interested. You probably will find something that you enjoy or want to use, but up here they're themed. So I have business and services, different website options, templates I can choose from. There are store fronts. I can choose from different types of storefronts. Creative, events, portraits, photography, architecture, art, branding, fashion design, graphic web design, singer, music, creative arts, portfolio. This could be something like a career coach, personal, film and video, online education, etc., etc. Keeps going. Community, education, religion, nonprofit, online forums, weddings, events, and blog options. So there's lots and lots to choose from. For the purpose of today's example, we're going to choose blank template. And just so you do know, under more, there's new templates and most popular. So you can filter most popular right there and see what people are using most. But if you want your website to look like everyone else's, otherwise, you could try new templates. This is what's recently been added to Wix. And under blank templates, this is where you can get really creative. So you can start from scratch. And if I hit view, this brings me up the demonstration of the website. Yes, it's blank, of course. If I hit view demo, this is what it'll look like. There's nothing on it. I haven't done anything to it yet, for example. So we'll go back to that. There's a minimal layout. If I hit view on this one, you get the idea. It's nice and clean and simple. This is it. It means that each page here would basically change this section. It doesn't go up or down much. It just goes on. And as I click on about, this will swipe over. It looks like a swipe bar, so this would swipe over. If I hit gallery, swipe over, contact us, swipe over. And again, to see how it all works, view full demo. If I really want to see inside the site, see what it looks like, I would come in here and I could click through these things to see what it does. So it has a transition, but it's basically a simple site, simple page. That's it. There are other ones, classic layout. Again, to view it, you click view. So classic layout would be old school kind of way layout. Gallery layout would be something for people with photography or pictures. Strip header layout, and showcase portfolio, and another one called one page layout. So if I started from scratch and I said edit this site, it would pop up my site and actually allow me to start from the very beginning and add content. So basically, the editor, everything on the site would be up to me. My backgrounds, my transitions, my pages. As you can see, I'm on page 1. I would add my menu pages here. I would add my content here, et cetera, and put things in place for the editor and create a site from nothing. So that is, of course, an option for you. Another one would be the one-page layout, and this connects us back to another tutorial on the channel called anchors and how to use them. So consider that if you choose something with one-page layout. Anchors can be used on any of these, which allow you basically to click to go scroll down and up quickly. It brings you to a section on the page as opposed to clicking on the pages at the top. The pages on the top lead you to the section, and above each section there's a back to top button that you can push. So anchors are quite useful, but basically in here, pick a website template that you love, spend some time. Generally, the idea is we want to choose as minimal a section as we can, or a website template as we can, so that we can add the most features we can possibly add in terms of our design plan, but also so that we can learn the most by having to build it from scratch. We learn the most by using the site, not by adopting a template that's all done. For example, if I was to go in here and choose a home and decor store, and I was to view it, and I'll view the full demo, there is quite a lot of content already placed on it. So yes, it's easier. I can change the images by clicking on them anytime I want, and et cetera, when I'm in the edit mode, right? And I can navigate, the menus are all set up for me, and there's a login area, and all this is set up, and I would add my own information. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to create my storefront myself. So keep those things in mind when choosing a template. But generally, that is what you do when you start a site. This is what you'll be in. Choosing a template, I can click just all templates to search through them all. But I do not need to choose a pre-made template if I want to learn how to use Wix. I would suggest that you start from scratch. And even if you started from scratch, and that's under blank right here, if we use this one and we started from scratch, even just to learn the program, and then when we're finished or we're feeling accomplished and we're familiar with everything on Wix, then come in and grab a template and make your adjustments as necessary. So in this respect, you have given yourself some training. Call this a sandbox site, and then come into your actual template you would like to use, and then know how to adjust the product info, know how to add your PayPal account to a cart, know how to add social media buttons, etc., and connect them to your social media accounts. Know how to do third-party integrations and light boxes and anchors. So using this as a sandbox is a great starting point, and then moving into your actual template later is advisable. And that is basically how to get started in the template options on Wix and choose the site that best suits your learning needs.